Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to West Data. This is Raj here from West Data. First things first, what is West Data, right? We all know stock market is a great place to make money. But the fact is 90% of the people lose money in stock market and only 10% of the people make consistent money in a long run. There are three key differentiating aspects between this 90% unsuccessful traders versus the 10% successful traders. So, the number one is market perception, two, an edge, and three, a trading system. So, what is market perception? So, in today's market, there are many types of asset classes traded, like stocks, futures, options, bonds, commodities, ETFs, forex, cryptocurrencies, and many more. Directly or indirectly, every one of these asset types are correlated with each other, which gives us the understanding of great patterns. With lots of this type of asset classes being traded, it provides us enormous data for us to understand what's happening in the market in real time. On top of this, if you add the economic data like GDP, interest rate, PMI, job data, yield curve, and the amount of money getting printed, etc. And lastly, if you add the global market trends and conditions, it gives us the complete picture and perception of the market. Number two, edge. With this much of diversity and different factors in the market, it's absolutely needed for every trader to have an edge, which gives them the right strategy for applying on the right market condition. Every trader follows different strategies. For example, some traders follow trends, some traders follow breakouts, and some traders wait for reversal patterns, right? So to be successful and be part of the 10% of the successful trading community, we must have an edge and follow that consistently for every market condition. Number three is system. So now that we know how to understand the global markets and different market conditions, and also we know our edge and the right strategies we need to use for different market conditions, we compile all this data and build a system which is used to visualize the data meaningfully and adjust our trading strategies accordingly. Since the system already compiles the complex data in a consumable format, as a trader, you focus more on trading rather than analyzing the data, which eventually makes you to a consistent, successful trader. Now that we understand the importance of a system in a trader's life cycle, not every trader has the energy and bandwidth to build a system on their own. And that's where WisData can help. So let's talk about the core components of WisData, right? So WisData consists of two major components. One is the market meter algorithm, and then the second one is the signal generator algorithm. So let's focus on the first one, market meter algorithm. So the core component, market meter algorithm, it pulls the data from different locations with respect to the market conditions, like the statistics of stocks, statistics of forex and options, and also it pulls the economic data like GDP, interest rates and PMI and job data, everything. On top of it, it also pulls the global market trends and conditions and then compile all this data and present it in a dashboard which is easy for us to understand what is the real market condition, right? Along with that, it also generates a score which is called Vis Data Score, VDS, right? And that score has four importance. One, it clearly tells us what is the strength of the market, whether it is clearly confirmed uptrend or whether it is clearly confirmed downtrend, or the market is under pressure, or the market is going in a slightly pullback mode, right? So there are four modes this score can tell us, based on which we pause our trading, we fast track our trading, and then we change our strategies on the go based on the market conditions. So that is the core of this data system. And then the second component is the signal generator algorithm. So this algorithm, what it does is, on every day, end of day, once the market is closed, Eastern time, US 4 o'clock, it runs and then it pulls more than 7,000 stocks, and we filtered all the stocks by its fundamental strength, and there's a few more factors like, what is the current sector strength of a particular stock, right? Which sector is performing in today's market, okay? And also, what is the market condition, right? Based on that, we evaluate that stock and see whether it is in a right momentum or not, right? Based on that, it generates a signal, right? So that signal is then processed and posted to the WisData members, right? So these signals are generally for a short-term position trades, right? So it is like 3 to maximum 1 week of time period. We are expecting all our signals to hit our target, right? So that is the signal generator algorithm. Now that we understand the WisData system, so let's now understand the rules which we need to follow to use the system. This system will work for small capital accounts starting from 5K to large capital accounts up to 30K. So let's take a small capital account and explain the rules. And the rules are same for the large account as well. So the rule number 1, let's assume you have a 5K account. So the rule number 1 is you split the 5K account into 5 buckets each with equal amount. That means every bucket allocate $1,000. So that means you have a 5 bucket with each bucket $1,000. Rule number 2, every day, end of day, you will get a WisData signals through Discord. And then once you get the signals, say for example, today you got 3 stocks in a buy signal, an Apple, a Neo, and some Tesla, right? So now you pick up one stock and put it in one bucket, right? So that means you invest one bucket per stock, right? You invest $1,000 in Apple, $1,000 for Neo, and $1,000 for Tesla, approximately, right? And that's it. Remaining 2 buckets, you don't touch it for today, that remains empty. On day 2, you get another WisData signals, and then this time you got 5 more stocks on the buy list, right? And then now you pick up 2 more stocks from that list and then fill your empty bucket. So 2 more stocks like Facebook and pins, right? So put it there. So now you see all your 5 buckets are equally split and then invested on 5 different stocks. Every time when you get a signal, you get with a stop and a target. So out of these 5 signals, your bucket is full, so you wait for either the stop to hit or the target to hit. You don't need to do any action. So whenever you got a signal, you have to act mostly on the same day. Every day, approximately 6 p.m. or to 7 p.m. on the evening, you get WisData signals. Once you get it, it is expected that you buy on the same day during the extended hours market, because most of our signals hit the target on the next day morning itself, right? So, and mostly all our signals hit the target at the maximum of 5 days. On day 3, one of your stock got stop loss and stopped out, right? Absolutely fine, right? On day 3, you pick up some more news buy list from the WIS data signals and then deploy that 1000 into that new stock. So you don't need to wait for that stock to come back. If it stopped out, pick up the next item in the list, put it in, deploy that amount, right? Deploy that bucket, right? So you have to continue, keep doing this process again and again. When the stop hits, you take another buy list item and then fill it. When the target hits, you take another buy list item and fill it up. You have to keep doing it continuously, right? So by doing this every week, right, you always load your 5 buckets always full all the time, okay? By doing that every week at an approximate average ratio, if you look at it, you take $200 into your account, right? So if you sum it up, every month you make minimum $800 if everything goes well. And as per our statistics, our win rates are 70% to 80%. So that means not even a single week, all 5 buckets will hit stop loss, right? And the rule number 4 is all our trades are 1:2 minimum risk reward ratio to 1:3 risk reward ratio, right? So even if you lose all 5 trades, you are not going to lose or blow up your account. You keep continue doing it, right? So as per our system record, not even a single week from the day we started, we have a week with 5 stocks hit its stop loss. We never had one such week. So let's summarize our rules, okay? So there are 5 rules for this trading system. 1, split it into 5 equal buckets. 2, invest 1 stock per bucket. 3, whenever you get a signal, enter the trade on the same day. 4, always have a stop loss and a target limit order. 5, whenever you are out of a trade, immediately reinvest on the next available trade from the buy list. And that's it. You are part of the system now to become a successful trader. By investing less than 30 minutes every day, you are now making an extra income of minimum $500 to $1,000 every month with a $5,000 investment. That gives you a minimum 10 to maximum 20% returns on your investment. That's the power of using a system and becoming a consistent, successful trader. Thank you all for watching this. Have a nice day and happy trading.